Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sama Noreen and as we are going through the series of name reactions, today's topic of discussion is very important, which is Diels-Alder reaction. Diels-Alder reaction is well known for its wide applications in synthetic chemistry, basically for the formation of six-membered rings or various substituted six-membered rings. So before starting the video, don't forget to subscribe my channel, also like and share, and you'll be notified after subscription for more videos. So let's start it. Diels-Alder reaction is a type of pericyclic reactions in which it is 4 plus 2 cycloaddition, and it follows concerted mechanism, or in a single step. The bond breaking and bond formation occur in a single step via the formation of a transition state and convert it into the final product. Here we have a diene which is alkene and having double bond in a conjugate manner. And this is dienophile. Dienophile is that species which is in search for or looking for the diene to combine or to interact with. You can see the shifting of bond here from this double bond. It would shift here and this double bond here. So totally we have 3 pi bonds, and out of 3 pi bonds, one would be retained in the final product, and the 2 new sigma bond will be formed like this from here and from here. 2 new sigma bonds are formed. The reaction occur in thermal conditions. That's why we put the sign here. Very simple mechanism it follows, you just have to focus on the arrows or the shifting of bonds, and the diene plus dienophile would convert it into the cyclohexene via the formation of this transition state. So let's discuss about its molecular orbital overlapping, that how molecule of diene or dienophile would interact according to the molecular orbital theory. We'll discuss it. You can see here these 4 types of bond would be present in diene. Lowest energy bond, which has 2 electron, and then above this with 1 nodal plane, HOMO is present, and other 2 are anti-bonding and which are empty. And in dienophile, there is only 2 orbitals in which one is occupied and the other is lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. So in our concern is to HOMO of the diene and the LOMO of the dienophile. These would interact in Diels-Alder reaction. Now here one thing is more important, that is inverse demand or normal demand. Normal demand is that diene, according to the normal demand, diene must be electron rich. So to make it electron rich, there must be some electron donating group, and the dienophile must be electron deficient. So to make it electron deficient, there will be electron withdrawing group. In some cases, we can see here in the diagram is very low, short energy gap between the HOMO of diene and the LOMO of the dienophile. The situation may be reversed, or if the diene have electron withdrawing group and the dienophile have electron donating group, this would study under the inverse demand Diels-Alder reactions. So let's discuss first the normal demand. Here we have electron donating group at the diene, which makes it more electron rich, and the electron withdrawing group at dienophile, which makes it electron deficient. Now the HOMO, or this part, would be considered like this. We have seen here. These are thermally and energetically allowed interaction between the HOMO of diene and the LOMO of dienophile, this one. And from HOMO, electron jump to the LOMO of the dienophile, and the because interaction is thermally allowed, energetically allowed, and the reaction would be possible, and Diels-Alder reaction would occur. Same in the case we can see here when in inverse demand, we have electron withdrawing group substituted diene and electron donating group substituted dienophile. That's mean dienophile would attack on diene. And here we have to consider the HOMO of dienophile and the LOMO of, or lowest unoccupied molecular orbital of diene. Due to the presence of electron withdrawing group, the diene LOMO or LOMO orbital of the diene would come lower in the energy diagram, and the HOMO of dienophile, due to the presence of electron donating group, would goes upper in the, or higher in the energy diagram. Electron withdrawing group makes the orbital to come in lower energy state. That's why we can see here that dienophile having electron withdrawing group are shown in energy less than the or molecular orbital of diene. So same in the case here, because electron withdrawing and donating substitution has inversed. So here also the energy gap between HOMO and LOMO is lower, and by seeing the diagram, we can see here both the interactions are thermally and energetically allowed. So this would occur, and the Diels-Alder reaction would give the final product as well. Now we'll discuss about the regioselectivity of Diels-Alder reaction. In a normal demand, uh, in case number 1, in normal demand Diels-Alder reaction, electron donating group would donate its electron like this, and the resonance structure shows that electron rich at carbon number 4 are here, or if this diene would react with dienophile, which have electron withdrawing group and deficient at this carbon, this would attack on here, and after the shifting of bonds, we'll get ortho product, because 1, 2, 3, and 4 would attack here. This would become carbon number 5, like here, and this will be carbon number 6, and we have on carbon number 6 electron withdrawing group. By making it a ring structure, you can see here by the shifting of electrons or bond, we have ortho product. Or if we have electron withdrawing group at position number 2, in case 1 we have electron donating group. In case 1 we have electron donating group at carbon number 1, and if we have it on carbon number 2, electron density would be rich at carbon number 1, and carbon number 1 would attack on the electron deficient center of dienophile here, and would result in the formation of para product. This is ortho-para rule, in which Diels-Alder reaction gives ortho product and para product according to the position of electron donating group at diene. And if we have a dienophile with electron withdrawing group as well. In case of inverse demand scenario, by considering the same resonating structures as well, we'll get same ortho and para products in inverse demand scenario also. Now it comes the stereospecificity of Diels-Alder reaction. If we have the substituents on dienophile at the same side or at the same side of the dienophile, it would give syn product. That is the after making new bond, this red color is showing the new bond, new sigma bonds. Both the substituents would be at the same side, and this same side product is called syn product. And if we have a dienophile with the opposite side substituents uh, interacting with diene, and it would result in the formation of anti-product and can be shown in structure as dotted and wedge. And if diene has substituents both at the same side or the same orientation with same orientation, it would result in the syn product. And if the orientation of the methyl group, if the orientation of substituents on the diene is opposite, it would give anti-product. So Diels-Alder reaction is very stereospecific, and the orientation of the substituents would become same in the product as in the reactants. Endo and exo products. This is not meant as endothermic or exothermic. It's only a description of inside or outside. If we have a diene and the dienophile having a substituent towards the diene, it would give endo product. This one is endo product. And if the substituent on the dienophile is away from the interacting diene, it would give exo product. This you can see it is from away. This CHO is away, and this CHO is towards the diene. So if the dienophile has substituent on the same side towards the interacting diene, it would give endo product, and if it is away from the diene, it would give exo product. Endo is favorable according to the kinetics of the Diels-Alder reaction as compared to the exo product. This is all about the Diels-Alder reaction. I hope this video will be helpful for you to understand Diels-Alder reaction. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any question, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.